Coming up, a teenage boy requires immediate extrication to hospital after suffering a spinal injury.
Alex says that just now he started talking about tingling in his right hand.
Both Westpac choppers are called out to a major car crash involving multiple patients.
She's having some difficulty with her breathing at the moment.
And in Mercer, a farmer is left unconscious after his quad bike rolled, pinning him underneath.
That's a long time to be unconscious.
I know.
In Code 1. In Mission 1, the rescue team are responding to a teenage boy with a possible spinal injury.
Airborne from Queen's Wharf to Hunua, POB 5, start time 1350.
16-year-old Jack Boyd's downhill mountain bike race has ended badly. He has come off at high speed and may have a spinal injury. He's located on a rural bike track, 15 minutes flying time southeast of Auckland in Hunua.
Reports of a 15-year-old person who's injured themselves after coming off their mountain bike. First aiders on scene have reported that they have spinal injuries. That's all the details we've got at this stage.
Okay, we're about 2 minutes out. You guys secure for landing?
Yeah, roger. Just taking a call. Westfield Rescue, Richard speaking.
Hey Richard, I can hear you now. Yeah, a few hundred metres northwest of us by the sounds of it.
Okay, copy 200 metres northwest of you. We'll turn and track southeast.
So we'll come in from this direction, over the van and land where he is.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, we're committed to land now.
Yeah, roger.
And I'm going to drift slightly left now. How's that slope? Not much?
Yeah, slight slope, left side to right.
Very slow. Okay, that feels pretty solid.
It looks good to me.
Clear out. Richard, your security outside.
Roger.
While crewman Richard Selby secures the landing zone, Dr. David Lang and paramedic Ross Aitken get a handover by ground crews.
Yeah, need a medic?
Yeah.
This is Jack, a 15-year-old male patient. He's done a jump just down the track here, and he's landed on his head and back. Okay. So he couldn't rule out some compression fracture in there anywhere, so we're just worried about the spine.
Does he have a line in?
What's that?
Does he have a line in?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. Okay.
Alex says that just now he started talking about tingling in his right hand.
So what we're going to do is we're going to shut down.
Yep.
We're going to do everything nice and slowly.
Yeah, cool.
We're going to get a line in, get him comfortable as we can, then we'll transfer onto our stretcher.
Sounds good.
All right.
This is his dad.
G'day, David, one of the emergency doctors. Your dad, is that right?
Yep.
I'll just jump in and say hi to your boy and make sure he's okay. G'day, mate. Hi, I'm David. I'm one of the emergency doctors that works on the helicopter. We're going to be looking after you and making sure you're okay. At the moment, what's the biggest trouble in your body?
It's just breathing, it's sort of sharp pain and inhale or exhale.
Yeah. Where do you feel that pain?
Sort of like in the back from here.
Yep. Okay. And the worst level's around this level?
Yeah, around there.
Around there. Okay.
So far, the signs are not good for Jack. And it's no surprise that his father Hamish is very concerned.
At this stage, what we do is we treat it all precautionary. No, we're going to transfer him onto our one, and we'll do everything nice and slowly, take everything nice and quietly, and we'll take him off to Middlemore Hospital, okay? So I'll go get the kit out while David's assessing.
In Mission 2, both Westpac rescue helicopters have been dispatched to a horrific car accident with multiple patients.
Westpac 1 is probably 10 minutes ahead of us, and we've been directed to fly to the motor vehicle accident as land as close as we can to it as well.
Although information is sketchy, the reports coming in are not looking good. 15 minutes flying time north of Auckland in Warkworth.
So Rob, the crash scene is north of Warkworth.
Roger that.
19-year veteran paramedic Barry Watkin knows to expect the worst.
We're second unit to multiple patient crash, so I expect it's probably quite a bad scene. open road at speed.
So we're 2 minutes out, pre-landings go ahead.
Throttles.
Forward.
Roger RPM.
100.
Cool.
Matched.
Harnesses.
Secure in the front.
Secure in the rear, checks complete.
Roger. I've got Westpac Rescue running sighted.
So they want us to go south of where they are.
Roger. You're clear right to them.
Roger. Doors back and locked.
Drifting in now. Are you happy, Dean?
Affirmative.
Okay, Barry, you're clear.
Well done, mate.
The team need to land south of the incident, where the fire service will transport them closer to the crash site.
Well, here we go once again.
On arrival, the first response helicopter is already loading their first patient.
I'll pass that to you. I'll leave my helmet on the back for now, eh?
Paramedic Russell Clark and his crew are about to transport 2 critical patients to hospital.
So, we doing this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
While an Auckland ED doctor stabilises the driver of the third vehicle.
Bit going on, obviously.
Yeah, so lower leg injuries both sides and probably a distant further head.
Femur, yep. Okay. Yeah. So what we've got is a lady who's was the driver of that van over there on the left. It was extricated. She's got multiple injuries, and doctors stayed behind to treat her, and then we'll be transporting her together.
In Warkworth, a major car crash has left a wake of devastation, leaving multiple patients in critical conditions.
At this stage, we've got one vehicle which is travelling southbound, has crossed the centre line and struck 2 vehicles travelling northbound. So the reasons why that vehicle's travelled onto the wrong side of the road, we're unsure. So.
The first response chopper is already en route to hospital, with 2 of the injured on board.
With a dock and... Yeah, I've only just got here, so it's a little bit hard to tell, but she's conscious, which is a good thing, and looking at us.
Paramedic Barry Watkin and Dr. Gareth Richards are preparing to transport the driver of a third vehicle.
Yeah. She's having some difficulty with her breathing at the moment.
Not too far.
She's got some quite nasty injuries with fractures to both lower legs. And just getting ready to move.
It's no surprise her legs are mangled from the impact. It's now a race against time to get Marilyn to hospital before any further blood loss.
Gareth, at the moment I've got the drug kit out and I've got BVM laryngoscope set on the floor beside it. Yeah, is there anything you want out of your bag? Plus a spare bag of fluid.
The breathing's probably not great on the best of days.
Yeah. Might need the pressure bag.
1, 2,
oh, he's
3.
right.
Okay. Hey, we're good to move? Okay, Marion?
Dr. Gareth will need to keep a close eye on Marilyn's vitals. Any further deterioration could prove fatal.
Who's got a fair hand for that? Madeline, we just got to let you flat. Just while we load you, lovey. Just relax. We'll do it slow. Promise. Sorry.
Well done, darling. Well done.
So we'll just go slowly and carefully because she's a little high. 1, 2, 3. Tip the feet up a little bit. Good. Coming through. Hey, Rob, have we got power for O2?
Yes, the power is on.
Thank you. All right, number 2 for Auckland Hospital.
What's the status, Barry? 2.
Well, yeah, 2. I'll upgrade to 1 if we get a deterioration or something.
Hopefully the rescue team can get her to hospital in time. At Honua, Dr. David Lang and paramedic Ross Aitken are preparing 16-year-old Jack Boyd for transport to hospital.
So I'm just going to quickly have a look at you if I can. Yeah. Can you open your mouth a little bit?
We've got Jack here, he's 15, he's come off his mountain bike, fairly heavily landing on his head. Quite a bit of neck around pain around the neck, base of his neck.
And tell me if I send that pain through to your back. A little bit, yeah. Just a little bit, okay.
So we've just been nice and cautious and slow, just doing everything nice and deliberately. Transfer him onto our stretcher and off to hospital for further investigation.
Can you squeeze my fingers really tight? Your hands feel okay?
Yep, it's right on.
Where have you tell me about that tingle? When did that kick off?
I'm not sure, I only realised it later on.
So it might have been there, but you might not have noticed it with everything else happening?
Yeah.
Understand.
A good friend of Jack's witnessed the accident unfold.
He just followed me into the jump, then he didn't follow me out, really. He just looked back and didn't see him, so I thought something bad had happened, so I ran back up and sure enough he was there, lying on his back.
I'm going to stick a needle in you now, so it's going to be sharp in your left.
After multiple tests and an IV line access, Jack is ready to be moved.
Oh, leg.
It's a delicate procedure. Any further damage could leave him with permanent paralysis. In Mission 3, the crew are responding to an emergency call-out.
Let's take rescue, go ahead.
Airborne Mechanics Bay, 4 POB for Mercer, ETA 15.
Roger, Westpac.
60-year-old Cheung Choi is suffering possible spinal damage after his quad bike rolled, pinning him underneath. 15 minutes flying time south of Auckland on a rural farm in Mercer.
Generally, most incidents involving speed and quad bikes, you can have anything from one end of the body to the other, head injuries, chest, abdo, pelvis, any number of long bones broken, so hopefully he's only got one or two of those things and he'll be okay.
Okay, we're just a couple of minutes out over the hill here. Go for landing checks, please, Greg.
Okay, throttles.
Forward.
RPM.
It's 100.
Torque.
Matched.
Radar.
Weather radar's off, radar goes to 100.
Set secure in the rear.
We're secure up front. And I see the scene low in the gully at the 1 o'clock.
Got it. The area where we're going to land looks clear.
I've decided, I agree.
Yep. Okay, everything set secure in the rear. Okay, we're clear forward and to the right. Your side, Dix, well clear?
Well clear.
Main's well clear. Yep, looking good.
Cool, collectives down, log cleared up.
Okay.
Paramedic Chris Deacon arrives to find a patient surrounded by very concerned family members.
What do we got? Chung, who rolled the motorbike. So flipped it 2 times over in the next paddock.
Oh, yeah.
He apparently went under the bike and was unconscious for around about 10 minutes. So we originally got the job as a purple.
That's a long time to be unconscious.
I know.
Cheung could be suffering more than just spinal damage.
So it's his head and his neck, really, that we're worried about in the C-spine.
He's got cervical neck pain and some throat pain.
What was his name again? Cheng?
Chung.
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 Hello, Chung. There you go, mate. Bit of a bad afternoon. I'll be looking after you in the helicopter. Okay, we'll get cracking. 1, 2, 3. Just one that in.
17 minutes to Auckland Hospital.
Thank you.
About to be transported to Auckland Hospital is 63-year-old Marilyn. She is in a critical condition after being involved in a high-speed crash.
Hover checks, go ahead.
Roger RPM.
101.
Torque.
Matched.
Instruments.
205 on the compass.
That's complete.
Roger.
I'll do a trauma call early because I need a good heads up.
Roger, you're on the Auckland City Channel.
Auckland, this is Westpac 2. Are we readable, over?
We are loud and clear.
Thanks. We're en route to you from that motor vehicle accident at Walkworth. Second patient for you. She is a little woman in her 60s. She was the driver of a van which was severely damaged, to say the least. She has multiple leg injuries, essentially lower, and there was bleeding there, whether it's compound or soft tissue, we're not sure. And she probably has a fracture of the right femur as well. We'll call her status 2. She'll be landing in 8 minutes and then 2 more to get down to you.
Westpac 2, see you in recess.
Copy, thanks.
Both paramedic Barry Watkin and Dr. Gareth Richards must keep an eye on her vitals for any further deterioration.
Concerned about her breathing, so her breathing is not normal. Also worried about her fractured lower legs and the blood loss that she may have had into those fractures.
Pre-landing, go ahead.
Throttles.
Forward.
Radar RPM.
100.
Torques.
Matched.
Radar.
150 bucks.
Harnesses.
Secure front right.
You secure in the rear?
Yeah.
Roger, and I'll secure this check's complete.
Roger. The other Westpac is on the pad.
Roger. Northcom, Westpac 2, we're now landing at Auckland City Hospital.
Westpac 2, copy.
Although Marilyn has made it to hospital without further complications, her injuries are severe.
Hello, ED. Very nice to see you, of course.
It's now up to ED staff to perform the necessary procedures, and only time will determine her outcome. About to be transported from Mercer is 60-year-old Chung. He has had possible spinal damage after rolling his quad bike.
Middlemore's about 10 minutes away. Roger that. All good, mate? A-firm, where's head? Lifting and secure.
The team are concerned Chung may have internal bleeding in his brain.
And just a small reminder about those wires, arrows.
Yep, I started on the nose.
Got them? Yep.
We'll give ourselves lots of height.
Be well clear.
Coming in.
Northcom, Westpac Rescue 2.
Westpac Rescue 2, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Northcom, airborne from Mercer. One status 2 patient travelling with son. ETA Middlemore Hospital, 10 minutes. 10 minutes, Middlemore Hospital.
Roger, thank you.
Chris Deacon is all too familiar with this scene.
Ambulance, Westpac Rescue, come have an R40, Middlemore ED, please.
And as always, radios ahead to the hospital for a heads up.
Middlemore ED, this is Westpac Rescue. How do you read, over?
Loud and clear, go ahead.
We're coming to you from Mercer. We have on board a 73-year-old male, result of a motorbike accident involving moderate speed, no helmet, went over the handlebars, flew 10 metres. Oh, hang on. Lit him up. He wants to be sick. Did the backup give me a vomit cart from behind that other seat? Yeah, got it. Sweet.
The crew must work fast. Any vomit entering the lungs could affect his airway.
Middlemore, Westpac Rescue 2.
Middlemore ED.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to tend to the patient. Query C-spine. We ETA in your department of approximately 10 minutes over.
See you in recess, thanks. Would be at 12 o'clock now.
Go ahead. Northcom, Westpac Rescue 2 now locating Middlemore Hospital.
Running to the pad.
Roger, thank you, Westpac Rescue 2.
How's it looking on your side there, Greg, to start coming down now?
Yeah, clear. Tails clear.
Coming to ground.
Roger that. Okay, hovering out.
Roger.
Yeah, we got Chuang into resus, where he's been assessed by the doctors at Middlemore, and they'll do a number of tests just to ascertain whether he's sustained any traumatic brain injury or a fracture to his neck. Hopefully he'll be all in the clear, but certainly the mechanism of injury would suggest he'd have something going on in there, so yeah, hopefully the old guy will be okay.
At Hunua, 16-year-old Jack Boyd has come off his mountain bike, landing heavily and injuring his spine.
Okay, so we're going to go down on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
The severity of the injury is still unknown, so extra precaution needs to be taken.
So your job is to keep your head really still for us, okay, mate? That's what that collar's there to remind you, just keep it nice and still, all right? At this stage, the lad's injuries are neck pain. So worst case scenario is that he could have fractured a bone or dislocated a bone in his back. If there is movement or further impingement, that could affect the spinal cord and create all sorts of permanent problems. Hence why we've been nice and slow and deliberate with our movements, and not making things any worse.
Ambulance, Westpac Rescue 2.
My traffic Charlie, November, NTY, Royal River, Mouth 1000.
now airborne with a status 3 patient for Auckland Hospital. We have 6 POB.
Copy, thank you.
It will be 15 minutes before Jack arrives at Auckland Hospital, where a team of highly skilled professionals will determine the extent of his injuries. Jake is back home with his father Hamish, still recovering after living in a body brace for over 2 months. He still relives the moments before the impact.
I was trying a new jump that was part of the course, and I followed my mate in, and I wasn't going quite fast enough, and my front wheel just hit the back of the landing and went over the handlebars, landed on my head and broke my neck.
No parent wants to witness such an accident involving their child. It's something that Hamish will never forget.
He was on a board, just lying out across the board, all taped up on it. And yeah, it was pretty tough, really. The thing that actually made it pretty good and manageable, really, was Jack was very, very kind of calm about it all. And the guy said, you know, he was pretty brave, really.
And it's in times like this that the care given is never forgotten.
But one of them just came in and said, look, we're not going to rush. We're going to take this really quietly. We're going to talk everybody through everything that's going to happen. The chopper guys had such a sort of nice confidence about them that it was actually pretty inspiring, really.
You never think there'll be you getting picked up in one, and you never want it to be you. But you realise it can happen, and it's good that they're there when it does happen.
Marilyn received surgery to her fractured lower limbs. She's now walking and receiving physio. Chung suffered a bruised spine and was later released the next day with a clean bill of health. And Jack's father Hamish is just grateful to those guys who helped that terrible day.
Oh, just, you know, thanks heaps, fellas.